Everyone. So we've got a bit of a packed day today, which is going to be quite good. This sort of, in a sense, follows on from my kind of usage of the day, and slightly follows on from conversations which I had with the second year student reps earlier in the week, which was great. They came and spoke to me, and we discussed sort of various things going on with the course. The first thing to mention is that there was, I know you guys get all sorts of automatically generated messages and what have you about registration and things and attendance, which are very frustrating. I get quite a few of these messages as well, and they are often just produced by a machine and without any thought involved. But then we have to kind of follow them up and think about them to a certain extent. So I know some of you are getting messages saying, you should be in the studios on Thursdays. I've spoken to David Olker about that, and come in and grab a seat. And he checked out the timetabling for FA 2001, the studio practice module, and I think it was an error on the timetable, which I think he has now amended. So you don't need to be, there is time in between our sessions, our time together on Thursdays, which is time well spent in the studios, but it's not mandatory for you to be in the studios. The other thing that came out of it was I thought it might be good to get a kind of idea. I've got various sorts of ad hoc emails from people, but it's hard to pin that down to sort of, I see a kind of group and then like emails coming to me, and it's hard to get a sense of the reality of that regarding the development of your presentations. So I thought it might be a good idea to take a bit more time in this space and do some like very informal group tutorials, which I don't expect you to have prepared anything for. I emailed it through last night, so hopefully most of you have the information about that now. But I just want to meet with each group individually, or as a group rather, between 11 and 1 today. Is that going to be okay for everybody? Yeah, and it just means coming back for 15 minutes. Is that not? Yeah. You've got a class. Okay, no problem. So do you want to maybe pop into the office and see me either later in the day? Maybe on Friday would be a good time to come see me in the office. On Fridays as well. Wow, you're very busy. Do you want to send me an email and we'll catch up next week? Which do you know which presentation group you're in? Okay, maybe groups. I'd rather keep the order that they're in at the moment, if that's okay. But we can catch up next week. That would be absolutely fine. You won't be missing anything that you have to have done at this stage. It's just to get a sense of where people are and how they're developing. We could do that next week. So just pop me an email and we'll arrange an appointment next week. But just to give a sense of the timings for that, because it's important. So Group A, if I see you from 11, straight after this session, these are the people in Group A. Can you see that? There we go, that's Group A. Then Group B, if I see you guys from 11:15 to 11:30, that's Group B. And then Group C, if I see you guys from 11:30 to 11:45, that's Group C. And then Group D, 11:45 to 12 o'clock, that's 1 hour gone. And then Group E, 12 o'clock to 12:15. Group F, this is Group F, 12:15 to 12:30. Group G, this is Group G, 12:30 to 12:45. And then Group H at the bottom, 12:45 to 1 o'clock. So, after the lecture, go away, get a coffee, go back to the studios, and then just come back here for 15 minutes. We'll have a quick chat. And we'll talk about what you're doing, what's your topic. If you haven't thought of a topic, it's a chance for us to discuss the topic. If you thought of a topic, then we can talk about how you're going to break that down into components. What are the kind of key areas you're going to deal with? And we can talk about the development process. How are we going to go about realising the presentation? Then, this afternoon, I'm doing a session in Harrington 338, which isn't mandatory, it's voluntary, and it's just on PowerPoint. I'm going to be going through, I'm not necessarily claiming that I represent best practice, but I'm going to go through what I think are good approaches to making a PowerPoint presentation in public. There's some very obvious things that people do. Yes? If you're good at PowerPoint, you don't need to come. This is a session for technophobes, people who don't like computers. Yes?
If you can't do it at all, will I be able to get a bit of extra help?
Yeah, well, come this afternoon, and we're gonna go through. It's going to be from 2 o'clock.
Harrington.
In Harrington, you've got another session. Okay, send me an email. Come and see me in the week, and we'll run through how to work, because PowerPoint's dead simple. Sorry?
Which room?
Harrington 338. Bear with me 1 second.
Okay. Shit. Technology's the big